Hey guys, Lotsgon here today, and welcome back to episode number 2 of Back to the Glory Days. So, last time we left off, we did actually get that last minute win, which is fantastic, and that means we do progress into the second round of the EFL Cup. So, we're going to go ahead and watch the draw for that today. So I do want to leave it on automatic draw, and just see what happens. In fact, no, we're just going to click through it, it's going to be quicker. So I'm hoping we get a slightly smaller team so we can progress a bit further. Or maybe even, okay, so we've been drawn at home here, which is good. And there's still all the big Premiership teams that are left in the competition. So in the second round, we are going to face QPR. So that's not a bad draw. Pick of the draw in there was probably Liverpool Burton's a decent draw. Chelsea Wickham. So, Sheffield Derby down there at the bottom as well. So, it's not too bad. There's a chance for us to progress in this competition. And, you know, build up a bit of confidence, give our young players a bit of a run out during this competition as well, which is good. Especially for the likes of people like Ben Brereton and Ollie Watkins, is it? I completely forgot his name. Just signed it. Yeah, Ollie Watkins, yeah. I was going to say, I've just signed him, but I've completely forgot his name. So yeah, we hopefully can start to develop some young talent here and push on. So, Mancien's not happy actually, is he? Player isn't justifying his wage. How much does he earn? 17 grand a week. I think he about justifies his wages. Scored a goal, he's got an assist, and he's only played one game this season, so it's not too bad. I know our defence is a bit shaky at the moment, but we can fix that. There's nothing wrong with that. We have actually brought the most players in, along with Villa as well. I want to see who Villa have brought in. David Mailer, Elmir Nuiben, Naby Lewin. I don't know how to say that. He looks like a decent player. Darren Lenihan, and he also looks like a decent player. So Villa look like they are actually improving, which is a bit of a concern for us, considering that, you know, they are another good team now that is going to be in the competition that are improving. So today we are going to look at getting our first win in the competition. I do want to start Lehigh on the right. I'm going to put Stojkovic back in goal. I'm happy with Matt Mills and Mancien. Riera's not really fit enough to go into the side as a left back. And I think I'm quite happy with Traore as a left back at the moment. He's played quite well. So we're going to bring Cohen into the middle with Kasami. Although he hasn't played well of late. And I have a feeling Essia may do a better job in there with Kasami, because they're both quite strong players. So I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for quite a strong midfield. We're going to leave Osborne out on the left. Watkins can stay in the middle again. Brereton can actually stay up front for this game, although he is lacking a bit in fitness. Carriel could play on the right. Dimitri could play on the right. So it's a tough decision. I think what we're going to do, we're going to get in Jamie Ward on that right. Put Carriel on the bench. And Velios can also go on the bench with McCormack. So we have a bit of firepower on the bench to come on if needs be. And that should do us for today. I think that is going to be a good side to go out with. I do want to put the Tristan Brereton up front. I know that he's young, but at the moment he's our only informed striker that could do something for the team. And I really feel like that is something that we should push forward and try and develop him into someone that could be a big part of the team. Because McCormack's going to leave on loan at the end of the season. He's going to go back to Villa. And to be honest, he's in on a lot of wages. We don't really want to keep someone around that is on a lot of wages. And from his past experience in real life as well, he's not the best attitude to have around the dressing room. I also want to tell them to pick up where they left off last time. I have a feeling that we could do something good in this game. I know Brighton are quite good, but there's a chance we could pull something out of the bag here. We're doing okay on standard. I think I do want to take it down to counter. But we are on the attack. Kasami to Brereton, and Brereton scored again. So that's his second, well, it's his league debut now, and he scored a goal in his league debut. So he's definitely a player for the future. He's a star in the making, really. And I want to try and mould him into the player that he can be. We're definitely pushing on here. Watkins is playing well in that middle. Kasami is definitely looking good. And wow, what a goal. Brereton seems to have come out of nowhere, and he's pulling off some of these wonderful... I mean, this goal is arguably better than Kasami's goal in the last episode. That was a rifle straight into the back of the net, one touch, and a complete smash of that. Just out of nowhere, we've got 2 assists from Kasami and 2 goals from Brereton, so we definitely know who our key players are going to be this season right now. So we didn't actually get off to a great start, but Brighton are a good team, and at the moment we're tearing them apart with a 17-year-old up front, which is incredibly surprising. Essien doesn't seem to be playing too badly, seems to be playing well. Ollie Watkins is cause for concern. He may need to come off at some point, and Shane Duffy has scored, which is a concern. So we are going to make that change. We're going to bring Ross McCormack on in the attacking midfield role. I don't really want to take Kasami off because he's playing well, but I do. Oh. It's going to be a hard decision. Right, I'm going to go to tactics. And I want to see who we can bring on in this midfield role here. We could bring on Carriel, but Hildeberto Pereira is also a very good player in that position. I'm going to go for Pereira. I think Pereira could play well in that role. He's got a little bit of pace. Not as much as Carriel, but he's got a little bit of pace, and he's been playing more of late as well. So I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to go for that, and I'm still going to stay on counter. I don't think we need to change it just yet. We don't need to panic. We've been doing well on counter so far. I do want to make a touchline talk just to concentrate. I feel like that would be the right thing to do right now. We can't get too complacent and push forward. Kasami is injured now, so I'm a little bit gutted. I was going to take him off, but I don't want to risk it, and now he's got injured. So I really hope it's not a long injury, because if it is, then there's definitely going to be some problems in our team. But hopefully Cohen can come in and fill those gaps. Brereton again, and we are looking the better team again. McCormack's in, and nearly a goal there for Ross McCormack. Again, Ross McCormack is offside. I am liking the way we're playing at the moment. We're playing very nice football. We're not... Okay. We do have a tendency to bottle it, though. Essien again in the midfield. He's looking like he's... How have we gave that away? Right. We need to go attack him, because there's no other way we can do anything now. And I'm just going to pause it quickly. and I need to demand more because I'm not happy with that. That was basically that was SEN's fault for losing the ball in the midfield again. He doesn't seem to be the player that he used to be, and maybe we took a risk signing him and the gamble isn't paying off. But that is a good ball by him to Brereton. Brereton's lost the ball, however. Hopefully Matt Mills can keep it safe. Yep. Cormac to Osborne. Into Brereton. Brereton has lost the ball. He seems to have backed off a little bit recently, but here we go. Brereton again for his hat-trick. What a goal. He saved us. And that is exactly what we needed right now in this game. I'm going to contain. I do want to make sure that we stay highly structured. We can't give anything away now. This is it. We have basically bottled the game again. But we pulled it back. Just nearly. I nearly had a little bit of a heart attack there. I thought they were going to score. But yeah, we pulled it back. That was a great win for us. And Brereton, again, he's got 5 goals in 2 matches. The kid's 17. He's on £600 a week and he's a top striker. We've got Ross McCormack who's on God knows how much a week. And he's not even anywhere near that. Good news as well, Kasama's injury was only for 3 to 5 days. So that's a great sign there. Asombalonga isn't going to be back for anytime soon. Neither is Zach Clough. And neither is Pinilos. So, yeah, there's a little bit of an issue at the moment with injuries, but Brereton has sort of stepped up in the sake of injuries and took the lead. I mean, he's really now pushing on to be a fantastic player. He's already a 2-star up front. But he's really sort of taken this league by storm right now. And we are going to go ahead and play the next game against Brentford. But I do just want to have a little chat to you guys whilst we're going through the menus. And we will try and get a few more transfers in before the end of the transfer deadline. We may even do like a deadline day special. I'm not sure how that's going to work. It depends because we haven't really got a lot of money. I don't really think we're going to be bringing in that many people. I think if we were going to do that, we'd need a bit more of a budget and a bit more of people actually, I don't know, some people that would actually want to sign for us instead of trying to sign anyone. Callum Robinson is scoring. I know he's a decent player. Dwight Gale as well. He's got 4 in 2 games. So evidently he's going to be a threat in this league as well. If we do look at the top scorers in the league, actually, if we can go to stats, player overview, and top scorers wise, we have Dwight Gale, Nelson Oliveira, and then Ben Brereton is actually in 3rd currently, which is good to see. Adam Armstrong is also there, but Ben Brereton being there is nice to see. It's going to give him a bit of confidence that he can actually get. Well, he's only had 3 shots and he's scored 3 goals, so he's got a 100% shot on target ratio at the moment. Even a 100% shot conversion rate. So he's actually a very good player at the moment for us. I don't think I can sort of undermine how important he's going to be this season. And that's not something I thought I'd be saying coming into the 3rd game of the season. But yeah, he's better than Velios, he's better than Bentner. Unfortunately, no one's actually come in and bid for Bentner or anyone yet as well, which is a bit of a concern because I do want to get rid of them. They're not really players that I want to keep around because they're not really doing too much for us in the team. Bentner's on a lot of money. We just have a little check how much Bentner's on actually. He's on 20 grand a week, and you know, personally to me, I think he's useless. He's got a good heading, but if we'll use that or not, I don't know, because we have Velios, and Velios is basically the same player, but younger and on less money. So Bentner to us really is just sort of, he's getting paid more than what he's worth. And that could be an issue that we need to get rid of at some point. Other players like Ross McCormack, who's on 23 grand a week, I don't know if we're actually paying that. Yeah, we're paying £250,000 per month for him to be in our team. And he's really not performing that well either. So it's something that we need to look into. We are going to replace Kasami with Cohen for today's game because he is still injured. I do think we're going to leave Kasami on the bench because he's better than some of the options we do have. And I don't really see a need to change anything else, pardon me. Jamie Ward maybe could make a change. He's not been playing well of late. We'll give Carriol a little tryout. Or maybe Pereira. We'll see who's better at crossing. Carriol's better, so we're going to stick with Carriol on that right. I think by playing them wide, we do need to maybe look at getting in some more wide men and maybe cancelling some of our loans, seeing what we can do there. Because it is going to be an issue if we start, you know, having these players on loan that we're paying but they're not playing. And it's an issue that Forest have actually got in real life, so it's maybe something we need to look at sorting out and just bring through the youth, you know. Get enough points on the board to stay up. I don't really care about getting a top half finish. I know that's quite an unrealistic thing from the chairman to actually expect from us. But I think after we've done all of that, we should be good to go. So I do want to go out straight away and carry on where we left off last match. And Brentford actually sit bottom of the table today. They have -6 goal difference. And they've only got 1 point so far. So a win today would really help us to push on towards the playoff spots early on in the season. And it would be some well-needed points on the board as well to build up a little bit of form, get a good run going, and, you know, if we do have a bad run of form then, we can always remember that it's going to change at some point. And what a goal, Carriol straight away. I was not expecting that. Yeah, there's a straight little ball by Osborne and a half volley by Carriol straight into the bottom corner. I must say, my tactical decisions are paying off of late. I don't know what that says about me as a manager. Maybe, you know, maybe we are actually good at picking teams, but with the selections we're making are actually paying off quite well. And I really like that. I really like that we've got some players in the team that are doing what we like. Watkins into Brereton. I thought he was going to be through then. Sen nearly got sent off then. Back out to Osborne, who's played it across, and Carriol's got a second goal, which is great. Again, we're really sort of finding our team now. We're finding our play. We're doing well. We're definitely taking advantage of some of the weaknesses of other teams by playing fast on the counter, on the wings out wide, and having sort of Brereton and people in the middle. But they've scored again, so I'm going to get to counter. Oh, it's been disallowed. That's good. That's very good. So we are 2-0 up. We haven't conceded in this game, technically. And we are actually in the top 6 at the moment. So I'm very pleased with how we're playing. And I'd like them to keep it up. Now remember as well, we still haven't got a Sombalonga back from injury. Or Zach Clough. And they're both very good players for us that can really help us when they come back. So, you know, this current team that we've got going at the moment, Brereton's got another goal. He's scored in every game he's played so far. He's definitely our star in the making. He's going to be... I mean, he's reminded me at the moment of a little sort of Michael Owen poacher. He plays as a best role as target man. But to me, he's got that little bit of pace. He's got, you know, the touch, the finish. He's really sort of coming into his own in this team. And that's awful goalkeeping. For God's sake. I really don't think we can just go ahead in the game and, you know, not concede. I don't know what the goalie was doing there. He just basically parried it into the net. That wasn't even a throw. Hang on. Right. Let's go back. Because that was a foul throw. I'm not taking that. Right. Tell me how this was a throw. He basically chest threw it. We're not playing basketball, we're playing football. I mean, if they score from this, I'm going to be extremely annoyed. What about the foul throw? Right, we're going standard. We're going to get everyone to concentrate. Because at the moment, no one seems to be concentrating. We are going to take Matt Mills off as well because he's really not performed for us this season so far. Perkwe can come on. Essien can come off and Kasami can come on. We'll swap Kasami with Cohen. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do. Ben Osborne has had a very good game today. Ollie Watkins maybe from McCormack. I think that could be the final change that we make. I want to do a triple substitution. Try and keep hold of this lead. You know, I think we're going to keep hold of this lead. Carriel's there. Ball in and 3-2 again. We seem to have a really good thing where we play a fantastic second half. First half, I mean. And then second half, we just bottle it defensively. I think it's definitely down to some of the defence. So Matt Mills is a cause for concern and the goalkeeper as well. So I think that's something I'm going to look into doing in the transfer window, getting in some better players there. But I'm fantastic. I'm pleased with that result. That is a very good result. It takes us 5th in the league. And I mean, there's not a lot else we can do. We've got 2 homegrown players at the moment, really sort of taking control of this team and showing people how it's done. We are only sort of a little bit of a way in, so I'm going to carry on and just go for a 3rd game as well, because we're on a good run now, and then we can start the next episode with a EFL Cup draw against QPR. So we are going to play Wigan next. Wigan are 23rd, which is 2nd bottom in the league. It does mean we can keep up this good run of form going and, you know, maybe mount a early, well, I say early title challenge. We're not really going to have an early title challenge, are we? Because there's only been sort of 4 games played. But, I mean, there's time there. We could, maybe. You'd never know. You never really know what's going to happen. Let's just have a quick look at what's actually going to be going on here, then. So, Wigan are 23rd. Then we have QPR a few days later. Then we have Leeds. So I'm not really that bothered about the cup, if I'm being totally honest. Cohen didn't have a great game, so I'm going to bring Kasami back in. I like Cohen, he's the captain, but he's not really the player that we want right now in there. We want Kasami in. And Carriel's also going to do well. Riera is back. He could possibly go on the bench. Not entirely sure about that. I'll leave him there for now. Jal is back as well. Jal TX. I don't know how to say the name. TXeri. TXera. But I don't really want to replace Ollie Watkins right now with him because he is not match fit. He's not match sharp. And we have Ross McCormack on the bench. He's not really someone I want to chuck into the team right now. Matt Mills has been playing okay of late, apparently. He just didn't have a very good game last time out. So I am going to actually leave him in the team for now. I don't think we need to change it. We are playing Wigan at 23rd. I think Wigan have actually signed... they're trying to sign Sean Scannell, who I was looking at. And I really am not willing to pay sort of 1.2 million for him. I don't think he's worth that much money. It's also not money that we have. But they do have Wilgrig and they do have Obertan, who are going to be big sort of threats to us. So we need to keep that in mind. I do want to keep the run going. And we are going to go straight ahead into the game. And I hope again for a third win on the bounce here. Which could be the first episode where we actually get sort of all games wins. And we've already scored 6 goals this episode, and Osborne is on the ball. Nearly the SEN is on the ball into Watkins. Watkins nearly with a shot there. He could have been decent, but he didn't really have the power on it. Another corner. Osborne is a player that I really like at the moment. He really fits this system that we've got going on. The counter-attack could be on here, but we've handled that perfectly. Brereton, I thought he was through on goal there. I thought he may have been offside. But he is, you know, he's in those positions. He's making himself a threat still. And we're still on the attack here. Thought Essia might have got his head to that. He didn't. Watkins did well there. Into Brereton. Osborne's on the ball. Oh, good save. Matt Jilks with a very good save there, I must say. We are piling on the pressure against Wigan at the moment. And Kasami, no. I thought we may have had another wonder goal on our hands there, but he didn't take the shot. So we are doing well. We seem to be dominating this game very much. I don't really see too much of an issue going on at the moment. Yeah, we're controlling the midfield. We've lost... Last 5 minutes, actually, we've lost out a little bit in the midfield. And Brereton doesn't seem to be performing the way that he normally does. But it is half time. I do want to get a little bit aggressive with them. Sort of tell them what we need to do. We shouldn't really be losing this game, and we shouldn't really be drawing this game. We've been on a good run of form. And realistically, we want to try and push on to get up in the 9 points region here, because we could. Technically, I think our goal difference is 1, yeah. So we could go third or second if we win this game. Kasami nearly with the through ball there. He's back again. Carriol, Kasami, he's lost the ball in midfield, and Omar Bogle is on the attack. This is going to be bad. Wilgrig, unfortunately, for Wigan. Not unfortunate for us, but unfortunately for Wigan, didn't actually finish that off, which is unlike him. But then it was a header. He's something that he's not really used to. I'm going to go a little bit more attacking here. Brereton's looking very nervous currently. But he has been a form of late, and I don't really want to take him off for that. I do want to take Essien off. Or do I want to take Kasami off? I think we're going to take Kasami off because he's on a yellow. I'm going to bring Pereira on the right as well. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it as it is until the 80th minute. See if anything changes. Okay, now I'm going to push forward. So we need to do something here. Brereton's increased a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to go overload now. I desperately want to try and score a goal here. I think we could snatch something. But it's not going to happen, is it? The time is ticking down. It's going to be a bit of a board draw. Yeah, so they've got a free kick. It's a board draw. The full-time whistle should go any minute now. There it goes. And really, that was a bit of a disappointing way to end the episode, I think. Brereton didn't really perform in that game. So I'm going to get angry with the team. And I'm going to get angry with Brereton and... Oh. May have upset him a little bit there. But I think it's needed. Because he should have performed better up front today. We have got 7 points though. We're not doing too bad. We're aiming for that top half finish. And currently we are actually in a position for a top half finish. Aston Villa are sat down here. Brighton are down here as well. Leeds are down here as well. Fulham and Derby. So a few of the teams that you may think could have been at the top of the table aren't performing very well. As you can see, our shots to their shot ratio there in possession is incredible how we didn't actually win that game. I mean, Matt Jokes did make a fantastic save. And I think that, yeah, that was actually our first clean sheet. So if there's a positive we can take out of that, it's that we got a clean sheet in this game. So I am going to leave it there, guys. If you did enjoy this, then please leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. I am probably going to continue the series like this for the time being. If you want to change the format of it, then please let me know down below. And I will look at changing the format to get the seasons going by quicker. However, that will take up a little bit more of my time, and I can't promise daily uploads if that is the case. But I will leave it there, guys, and until next time, thank you for watching.